All right, welcome to the second review of the evening. Up this time is The End of the Sun. Become a tracker of mythical beings and supernatural forces. Wield the power of the fire of time. Explore an ancient land. Solve unusual riddles. And experience extraordinary adventures, all part of the greater captivating story. Find your target, bring to order to chaos of time in the mysterious village, and uncover the secrets that lie within. You are the Ashter, a Slavic fire mage who wields time. Um, you arrive in a village where reality has been distorted, and the villagers have been left behind by only smoldering hearths. Though your ability to bond with fire, you will see what is hidden from others, traces, mystical beings, and spirits of past events. Will you be able to harness your powers to stop the ancient powers and change the inhabitants' fate? Yeah, so clearly this game is coming from somewhere in Eastern Europe
Poland.
because,
The SC is apparently a Polish civil law partnership thing.
I see. But yeah, that tracks. Like someone mentioning Slavic mythology, they're probably going to be from the area.
Though Poland isn't that east, is it? I guess it's between Russia and Germany.
East enough.
It is generally, it is
Yeah.
considered to be Eastern Europe. Like, so. Anyway, with that in mind, we got the PlayStation 5 edition of this title. So over to Petty Fan for the details.
All right. So, this game seems to be a walking simulator. Is its thing. So if you're looking to be fighting gods and monsters, I have not come across that yet. It's just been walking around and experiencing the story as basically as an external observer. Um I you are learning about this story after the fact. You're seeing like ghosts and echoes and stuff of things that happened in this town. So even you, as you know, you don't even know what's really going on. You're learning it as the character does. It is first person. There isn't even any sort of like platforming or anything like that. It is purely just walking, and you can run. And then you walk around with you walk around and investigate things. Um, Eventually you can come across various flames, and you can absorb their power to like help you see more of what happened here. Like once you activate a bonfire, you get these trails of smoke to kind of show you where you need to go to look at things that pertain to that part of the story. Um so far the story has been all right. It's not my biggest cup of tea, but I also have not have a lot of time this week to really look at this. Um the art is okay. At least for a PS, it looks kind of like a PS4 level quality, but I've definitely seen worse from indie projects. Um, and then yeah. I'm uh yeah, I'm just trying to think here and my brain's a little frazzled. But yeah, while you're connected to a bonfire, you can like they will act out little like skits almost of the t- that point in time. The biggest thing I don't like is they don't put you in front of where you need to be. So you can literally be like this one started in another room and I wouldn't be able to see it and there would be no indication unless I followed the voices, which that's for a story-driven game, it's not the best because then the story is happening behind you, but you can't really you basically need to start that story section over again to be able to, you know, um experience the story. Um as far as like the story, it definitely is very European.
European?
Oh, there's like house fairies and traditional dances for like the changing of the season.
Hmm.
A lot of like I guess pagan maybe. I'm
Medieval
not.
peasantry to
Hmm? You broke up a little bit.
it? Medieval peasantry stuff?
Yeah, maybe a little bit earlier than like actual medieval, if that makes sense.
I mean, if we're going before medieval, then we're talking about antiquity.
Possibly. It's very, very old stuff. And like I've I'm not really anything about like a king or them working for something. They are more just living off the land. Like they have like a homes and very small villages and settlements, but like no talk of like some sort of lord has happened yet, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
So it's hard to pin down a point in history on where this would take place. Um, where I started at is some sort of nexus I just opened up. So I it lets you change the seasons. So like I started in like I think it was like spring or summer and then I moved to winter. I This is very scattered because there isn't really a set way the story is told. You can look at this whatever way you want and see if you can try to piece it together. This is another one of those games I would have rather have like seen if somebody did a like structured video essay on like before I try and look in like if I wanted to actually try and experience it because there's a lot of like little things happening and it's hard to keep track of everything. Um, there's a little map thing that kind of tells you like objects that are lost you need to pick up, but it's one of those maps that if you don't know where you're at, it's hard to find out where you are because I don't think you're really on here. So that is, I don't like those type of maps just because it's real disorienting. Like I know that's how maps usually work, but like we're we're playing in a computer game, not, you know, real life.
Hmm.
Um yeah. Certain bonfires are not accessible in certain time periods. So that one mentions spring 1. So I would need to be in the spring 1 period. Right now I'm in winter 3. Um do you guys have any questions or comments?
Not really.
Yeah. Cuz like this is an interesting game. It's just a lot to try and process. And I know I'm not doing it justice just because, you know,
Also in all fairness, like none of us are going to be all that familiar with Slavic myths and legend.
and like it does have some very nice art and stuff. Oh, one thing I do like that not a lot of especially indie games do, if you change your language, even the written signs actually change the words on them to match the language. There are a lot of indie games that don't do that.
Oh,
So like,
there's a lot of AAA games that
yeah,
won't
I
do
was just
that.
about to also mention there's a lot of AAA games that don't even do that. So that is good. You know, keep doing that. More developers need to do that. Um, but yeah, like the game is all right. I just wish I had time to play more, but you know, life.
Yeah,
And
that
this
was
seems
me
this
this weekend.
this seems like
It's me this
rather
weekend.
lengthy for a walking sim story based game.
Hmm.
So like if the story grabs you, you might it it could be a worth it time. All right.
Okay.
Do you
Anything
guys have any
else?
questions or comments? I think I'm good. Like the game is fine, so I guess do we want to go into price?
Yes. Hmm. 25 bones.
$25. And is that on all platforms?
Yes.
All right. The game is fully voiced, so that, you know, that does factor into the price quite a bit. Um, if you're fine with walking simulators, I wouldn't pay 25 would be the absolute maximum for something like this just cuz it's fine, but you know, if this isn't if walking around and experience the story isn't your thing, there's nothing else here to grab you. And it's also very much a, I guess, one-time experience in that, you know, once you experience the story, again, not knowing how it fully ends and stuff, there may just be the one run and done type deal. So there is that to consider. There isn't a whole lot in the way of um replay value unless you want to see how you handle things from a different order. It really depends how this kind of wraps in that regard because I've not seen the end, so I don't know if there is a definitive end to this or if it's just existence. You know, you will experience the story and there may be a definitive end, there may not be. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it from me. Unless you guys have any other last thoughts or comments or what have
I'm
you.
good.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I think I'm good.
Alrighty then. All right. Yeah. Sorry, this wasn't very coherent, but that's it for this one.
All right, then. So be sure to tune in after the break as the Galax will be reviewing Tree Planter. Plant real trees.